Hello everybody and good morning! Good morning, good morning. Welcome to our 37-week Bumpdate update. That's right, 37 weeks. That means if we go right on our due date, we have 21 days left. And Groove says hello. She's been begging for some love today, haven't you, baby? You sure have. Anyways, how big is little man this week? He's approximately 6.5 pounds and probably close to 19.5 inches long. Now, I'll talk about these later on in the How's Mom section, but we did have an OB appointment last Friday and then another one yesterday. Yesterday we didn't get an estimated weight check, but on Friday they said he's probably weighing about 6 pounds. So 6.5 for me is a bit of a stretch. He's probably 6.25 if the doctors are correct, but according to the apps it's going to be around 6.5 pounds for most babies on average. So what is that the size of? It's the size of some romaine lettuce, a honeydew melon, a serving tray of Madeleines, a tackle box, a striped skunk, but he doesn't stink like one just yet, and a wedding cake. Now I'm a little skeptical on the wedding cake because I have seen some really big wedding cakes. But I guess an average one, about 19, 20 inches tall. So what is going on at 37 weeks? Well, he's considered near term. According to my app, they consider full term 39 weeks. I have heard 38 from some people too. So we're near term, which means his systems are developed enough for him to live outside of the womb with very little medical intervention. Maybe a little bit for his lungs, but he shouldn't really have to go under an incubator or anything like that if he were born today. His reflexes are super strong. If I were to reach in and give him my finger, he would grab onto it. And it would be so tight that I could almost pick him up with that grasp because he's holding on so tight. But of course I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't risk it. But that is how strong of a grip newborn babies can have. He's also practicing his breathing. So we actually got to see this yesterday at the OB. They used an ultrasound machine to check his fetal heart rate. And while they were in there, you can see his little torso and you can see his belly and his chest going up and down to practice his breathing. So that's awesome. The midwife said it was a great sign. She said if the baby is under stress, then they stop practicing their breathing. So he was really calm, really comfortable in there. He is facing forward. He's facing the same way that I am, when typically they will be facing that way. But she said he looks calm and comfortable and he's just laying in there like he's in a little hammock. He had his hands across his belly, laying just like me. So everything was great with that. And that's really all that's going on with him. He's moving a lot, but his fetal heart rate was great. It was about 120, so he was pretty relaxed. So yeah. So how am I doing? Well, I'm getting a little nervous because we're getting down to the wire here. Like it's coming real soon. Do I have any cravings this week? Yes, I do. I have really been enjoying glasses of milk with breakfast, and I have a midnight snack. So As you guys know, I have heartburn. I usually have it throughout the day, after every meal, but it really flares up at night. So what I've been doing is I've been eating a late night snack before I go to bed, and it's a piece of bread with peanut butter on it, and then I have a big glass of milk to go with it. I do follow it up with an antacid, a TUM, and it seems to be helping me. So I don't know if that's one of the reasons why I'm craving milk, or if I just am really craving milk, but that snack has helped me so much. I haven't woken up in the middle of the night with awful heartburn. I haven't shreked because of my heartburn. So, you know, as long as that continues to work for me, I am going to continue to have that late night snack. His movements are definitely stronger. I guess I notice them a little more frequently. He is getting bigger. He's running out of space to stretch. So, when he does stretch, I definitely notice it. And you know, he's getting close to coming out here, so he's definitely getting stronger. So it's really fun sitting on the couch or laying in bed at night and just watching my belly move. It's really cool. I gotta admit. And because of the way he's facing, I don't really get too many kicks in the ribs, so it's not too uncomfortable for me. Sometimes he's using my bladder as a punching bag, but nothing in the ribs really. So that's pretty cool, not uncomfortable in any way. The apps that I use say I'm probably about as big as I'm going to get. So shouldn't be, I don't think I'm gonna be gaining too much more weight. I don't think that my belly is going to expand much more. Obviously I'm gonna still do the comparisons and we will find out for sure, but I'm about as big as I'm gonna get. Probably, you know, because I'm only 2, 3, 4 weeks away from having little man. So yeah. I might get some more stretch marks as my uterus reaches its, you know, biggest point. I have to admit that I've been pretty lucky in the stretch mark department because, well, I was a tubby woman to begin with, so I already had stretch marks, so I haven't really developed any new ones. A few that I have are like expanding a little bit, so I do have a few longer stretch marks than what I used to have, but I don't have any really new ones. You know, some women that I've talked to say that their belly looks like flames because of all the new stretch marks. I really don't have that, but I have had it in the past because, like I said, I'm a little bit on the portly side, which is okay. So I've had previous stretch marks there. Let's see. I could start seeing a little bit of spotting or some, I'll call it extra lubrication. But I haven't really seen any yet. That's just your body preparing to birth the child. The extra lubrications to help glide them on out. There's something called a mucus plug, which closes off your cervix, really, and you lose that when you get close to birth. I haven't noticed that I've lost that yet, so I still think that he's got a little while before he comes out, but you know, that might be TMI for some of you, but I'm just letting you know this is what happens during pregnancy. And then the OB appointments that we've had. Now, you might have already seen the vlogs, so I might just be repeating some of this information for you, but last Friday we had an OB appointment and we were checked for dilation, effacement, and I also had a Strep B test done. I was about 25% effaced, which effacement just means thinning of the cervix. It's normally 3 to 5 centimeters long, and as it thins out, if it's 25% effaced, that means it's thinned about 25%. And then I was less than 1 centimeter dilated, so not really dilated at all. And then we had another OB appointment yesterday because I have to go weekly now. And I'm closer to 60% effaced, and I was easily 1 centimeter dilated yesterday. But just because I had that quick progress from Friday to Tuesday does not mean that it's going to continue that way. I could stay at this point for the next couple weeks. You never really know. My Strep B test did come back negative, so if I were to have Strep B, I would just need to have some antibiotics while I was in labor and giving birth, and I would also need to stay an extra 24 hours at the hospital. But because I don't have Strep B, then I don't have to worry about those antibiotics or staying extra time at the hospital. So that was good news. Oh, the last thing is the nurses and doctors have scheduled me for weekly non-stress tests, which means I have to go to the hospital, get hooked up to a monitor. They monitor little man's movements, his heart rate, and they can see if there's any contractions during that time. And it's about a 20 to 30 minute process. They just want to make sure that he is moving well and his heart rate is doing well. And I think the only reason that they're doing it for me is because I was a little overweight to begin with when we got pregnant. So sometimes there's some risks when you weigh a bit more during pregnancy. So they just want to keep an eye on him, make sure everything's okay with him. You know, I don't feel cruddy. I don't feel like anything is wrong. So it's just a precaution at this point. One last thing is I have had a couple of headaches this past week, a couple days in a row. It got pretty bad to a migraine point, so I did have to take some medication. The last time I had a migraine, they gave me a prescription that I could take, so I took that, and it has definitely helped a lot. Because we had our OB appointment yesterday, they did check me again for preeclampsia, but my blood pressure was great, my urine was great, and I don't have any swelling, I don't have any blurred vision. Also, another sign can be upper right abdominal / gastric pain, which I don't have any of that. So most likely my migraine is because of the pollen in the air. My sinuses, my allergies could be acting up. The experts are saying that it's the worst allergy season we've seen in 16 years. So yeah, but thankfully the medication that I took helped, and I'm feeling so much better. So that is all that is going on with me this week. I guess that was kind of a lot, but I had a lot of stuff to catch you up on with the 2 OB appointments that I've had since the last update. Now I'm going to move on to the product of the week, which I didn't think that I was going to have any more to talk about, but one of our campers, Auntie Erica, sent this to us in a little goodie bag, and I thought it was really neat, and I wanted to share it with you guys because you might find it helpful for things too. So what she sent was this Skip Hop grab and go double bottle bag, and what it is, it's an insulated bag, kind of like a lunch pail, but it will definitely fit at least 2 bottles in here, 2 tall bottles. Some lunch pails, we have some lunch pails that are insulated, but they wouldn't fit 2 bottles standing up. It also comes with a gel freezer pack to keep things cold. Obviously I still have to throw this in the freezer, but I kept it out to show you guys. And on the inside there's a mesh storage spot right here too. So I think it's really cool. You can hold snacks in it as well as bottles. I plan on using this for some cold snacks for when we go to the hospital, especially for Tiffany. Like I want to put maybe like a turkey wrap in there for her, some string cheese, things like that. Another thing that is really cool about it is it has a clip, so you can clip it onto a bag, you can clip it onto a stroller. You don't have to worry about carrying it if you've got something else you can attach it to. So that's really nice about it. And the strap is adjustable. There's a little thing right here you can adjust with it. So thank you again, Erica, for sending this. It looks like it's really high quality. I like that it's insulated, and I do like the color of it as well, but that's just personal preference. It looks like it's going to be really helpful in the hospital and afterwards too. So thank you. Now all I have left for you is the bump photos, so let's go. Alright guys, so what did you think of the bump this week? Do you think I'm staying pretty close to the same? Do you think I've gotten a little bit bigger? Do you think I've dropped it all? What do you think? Again, like every week, I can't really tell. So let me know what you think of the bump below, and I can't wait to read your comments. So that is all that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell for notifications. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, or if you just like our channel in general, because we love thumbs up. And until next time, we'll catch you on the flippity. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media pages, especially the tweeters.